Hey there, everyone. Happy Monday here. It's Shelly Levi, and I'm coming at you live here to talk a little bit about how do you make a nutritional lifestyle change, especially now when it's coming from a doctor. So, finally, you've got a doctor here who's telling you you need to make some changes in order for your health to improve. And some of these nutritional changes might involve you having to give up some of your favorite foods. So how do you do that? And, I will actually tell you, hey, Allison, thanks for jumping on. This kind of inspired me tonight because we're actually in the process with this with my stepdaughter. She has been dealing with some skin issues, and it's been going on for a long time now. And it changes. It comes and goes, and it manifests in different ways. And of course, being a teenager, 15, when you have skin issues or rashes or just irritation, it's kind of embarrassing. And so she's really struggled with trying to take care of this. And Ellie is like the queen of going chemical free, like with her lotions and, any shower gels or anything, because she was really trying to get on top of this. However, it wasn't going away. And so now we're in the process of going to a specialist tomorrow, and the doctor said it may be some sort of potentially something internal going on. And when we were talking about it today on our ride home, I wanted her to be prepared that this could be a nutritional sensitivity. Common sensitivities when it comes to skin, usually it manifests, it's from gluten is a common sensitivity, dairy, corn, and believe it or not, eggs. Ingesting some of those foods can cause problems in the body that manifests out in eczema, psoriasis, different kinds of skin issues can develop. And so I was kind of talking with Ellie to kind of have her understand that when she goes in tomorrow. Oh yes, corn. I did say corn too, Allison. Yes, corn too is another big one. I wanted her to be prepared that, when they do some of these tests, that they could come back and say she might have to eliminate something from her diet. And she was like, and I remember that. Because I remember that day when I was diagnosed with celiac disease. And when I was told I was going to have to remove gluten from my diet, that my life and my health depended on it, I cried. It was so hard, and I was an adult. I can't even imagine being 15. I was an adult going through this. And I remember thinking to myself, I was going through my mind of, I'm being deprived. Why would this happen to me? But what I had to do, and one of the biggest things I have to suggest to you, is you have to change your mindset right away on this. You have to change your mindset on it. Instead of feeling like you're being deprived, you have to approach this in the way of, what do I need to do to get better? And then figure out what are some of your alternatives to make that happen. Because guess what? If you don't make the changes, it's not going to get better. If anything, it's going to get worse and manifest into, worse type conditions and more health issues. So for me, it was first of all changing the mindset that I have to make this change if I want to feel better and get better. Because if I don't make that change, it's going to get worse. And most of us, we don't like when you're dealing with health issues and when you're sick or things are manifesting, you don't want to continue living like that. It's not fun. So you got to look at what's the outcome if you don't make those changes, and keep that in mind. And then moving forward, accept, all right, this is what it is. So acceptance to this is what it is, but then now plugging yourself into maybe people that already have some of the health issues that you might be dealing with, talk to them. Maybe going to find books on some of the things that, how to remove eggs from your diet, how to remove corn from your diet, maybe finding books that can help you, or podcasts, webinars, plugging yourself into Facebook groups. There's lots of Facebook groups. I'm in one that has to do with Hashimoto's, and I'm also in one with celiac disease and families of children with celiac. So we have that, those resources and those people to bounce ideas off of, especially if there's products out there that that has helped you. You can share that with other people. So if you're starting to have to make some of those changes, those are some areas you can plug yourself into to get help on what has worked for people and what hasn't possibly worked for people. But you have to kind of change that mindset first for any of these other things to take place. And when you do that, you're going to find that you are going to get a lot more really good options that are going to help you out. And then, of course, it's going to give you a higher quality life in the long run. So hopefully that has helped you here today. We've got our fingers crossed for Ellie tomorrow. Hopefully we get some good news and figure out what's going on. But yes, if this helps you out here, if you're going through some things, or if you've been needing to make some changes, look at the alternative. What's going to happen if you don't make those changes? And then start finding some resources, start finding some books, start finding some tools, start connecting yourself with people and groups that can help you out. All right, you guys have a great night, and thanks for jumping on. Bye-bye.